I know it's 2 a.m. in the morning, but I can't stop thinking about what we had. Everything went wrong so fast.
You keep blaming everything on me.
This is the last call for passengers travelling to Rome on Alitalia Flight 571. Will any remaining passengers please go immediately to Gate 12, where the flight is now closing?
Please don't leave yet.
I'm sorry,
No,
but
but
you can't go in.
I have to talk to, him, that guy
I'm
in
sorry,
front.
miss, but if you aren't going on this flight, then you cannot come in.
Our connection, it wasn't built over only jokes, secrets, or stuff like that. We connected, and I felt it. Do you remember that time we headed to our favorite coffee shop on the other side of town? We shared so much that day, things we would never tell anyone else. I told you because I knew you would understand. After every secret, we would ask if we were each the first one to know. Most of the time, we were. And it ties us in a bit more. Feeling special. That's the thing that drives this friendship, right? I mean, you said it yourself.
I'll meet you outside after class.
Yeah, of course. One day you told me that you were about to leave for a 2-week trip. I stared at my Gmail account in math class, waiting for you to text me. You did. I texted back. Turns out, you were sitting at the airport waiting for transit. We tried to call 10 times, and it didn't work out. I was supposed to be sad that I didn't get to talk to you that day, but I wasn't. I was happy, because now I know that you haven't forgotten about me yet. I thought this would last forever. You left for 2 weeks. In class, I kept thinking about how much more fun it would have been if you were here. All the jokes you would have made, how much we would have laughed. I kept checking to see if you replied to my texts these past 2 weeks. You never did.
Why are you taking a video of me?
No reason. I just wanted to have a video. You told me you would come back on the 17th. I waited for that day. And when it finally rolled around, I waited for you in science class. You don't understand this feeling. My mind filled with anticipation, believing you would walk through the door any moment now. And every time I hear the door swing open, my head turns around to see if it was you that walked in. And every time it wasn't, I get less and less disappointed each time. You never showed up that day. And somehow I knew this relationship would never last. I didn't do anything. You ruined it because you only cared about yourself.
I ruined it? You know what? I think it's just best if
I love how on some days we would sit and talk about random people that we encountered throughout the day, or spend hours complaining about this one event that got us both mad. It wasn't about the fun at this point. I don't care about that anymore. It's the feeling of knowing that there's someone there that accepts and understands your issues. I wish you never left. It took me so long to get to know you. I found out you had so many layers to you. So many walls you built up to keep people outside because you're scared they would hurt you. But they affected you anyways. You don't value relationships the same way now. You value yourself more, so you distance yourself away from other people. I know this will end someday. And you won't even try to keep contact because you don't think it's worth it. I won't betray you like everyone else did. You don't know that. I wish you thought I was worth keeping. I waited for you to come out of class after school so we could talk for a little. We walked to your locker and talked about things that didn't matter at all. It was fun, right? Then another girl came along. I wonder if you were her friend. Close friends? Did you tell her everything you told me? Then I heard something. A joke. Our joke. You told her the same messed up jokes you told me. You act like this is a card game and you play the same sneaky trick every round. I said I wanted to leave, and we did. You and her in front, me in the back. You left without even saying bye to me. You said bye to her, though. What happened to our friendship? I'm so done with your games at this point. Then our jokes started getting old. How's the packing coming along?
It's okay.
There were times after that when we would be with each other and say nothing. Was it because we had nothing to say? Were you bored? Was I bored? Is this the point where it starts going downhill? Sorry, I have to go. When you shared so much, there's nothing left to say. I see the dead end coming up soon, even though I try to ignore it. I thought of so many reasons why this ended. Was it us? Maybe we reached the limit. Before this thing started, I asked myself if one day you left, would I somehow want you to leave? Because if you stay longer, this friendship might not end on a nice note. How did I predict that? At that time, I was just trying to prepare myself for the moment you left. I didn't want you to leave so badly. I tried to convince myself. I guess it worked.
Please leave the message after the tone.
Look, can't we make this work out somehow?
To replay the recorded message, press 1.
What were we? From strangers we became acquaintances, then friends, then best friends? I told you one time we were best friends, and you told me you had only one best friend, and it wasn't me. I never asked you again. You asked me later on, though, if we were best friends, and I said no. Maybe it was because I don't want to feel something more than you. Even though you weren't my best friend, you knew me the best at that time. Look, can't we make this work out?
The message has been deleted.
Your goodbyes were the worst. Thank you, though, for being in my life, for making me laugh, feel regret, anger, sadness, a lot of happiness, and special. Best friend, huh?